Beautiful people, what's good? We live. We live. I'm your boy Jastin, Artis, all the way here in the DMV. Artist, producer, engineer, writer, guitarist, A&R. And yo, my finger is really bleeding. It's crazy. You ever had that moment where you're like, where'd I get this cut from? That happened to me yesterday. Listen, I'm just getting things set up. Hope we got a few more people coming into the room. I haven't been online, so it seems, in forever. A lot going on in my life. One of which, I think I'm still fighting some type of cold. At first, I think it started out as a flu. So I don't know, but your boy is trying to get back in the flow. So happy hump day. But let's see what we got. All right, cool. Just making sure I got everything up and running correctly. You know what I mean? This is gonna be the beat canvas that we're working on today for the voiceover work. So bear with me. I just want to what am I trying to say? Yeah, I might work on this later. Cool. So yeah, we a little late. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get everything set up. Like I said, I haven't been on because I have been sick. And then also there's been a family emergency. So please pray for the family. You know, I know there's a lot going on for everyone right now. Like I can only imagine if I have what I have going on, I can only imagine what you have going on. But we're going to press forward. You know, take your time for yourself. Set those boundaries. You know, that's something we're going to talk about this week as well. And yeah, man, let me know if you need some prayer. I'm always open to pray for folks. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been a rough few weeks trying to get back in the swing of things. So I haven't been on my schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern time right here in the US or the DMV. But a lot to cover today in this hour. And hopefully I don't sound too sleepy. I don't look too sleepy. I'm not be, as always, I think y'all know I'm straight up honest with you. I am tired. Like I said, I'm still fighting whatever this cold is, plus my usual stuff, you know, with my autoimmune conditions. So yeah, it's a lot going on, man, a lot going on, but we always fighting. We here, we show up, and we do what we can. So let's get into it about your boy Takeoff from Migos. Man, he passed yesterday in what seems like a very unnecessary situation. I actually saw the video because I know there's, anytime things like this come out, I mean, there's a flurry of info, posts, all types of stuff. But I did see a video. I don't remember who posted it. I think it was TMZ, to be honest, where you could see Takeoff chilling in this big circle of conversation about basketball, where at the time Quavo, one of his bandmates, was I mean, he wasn't like crazy upset, but you know, he was stating his piece. Then shortly after, gunshots. the teachable moment here, because as y'all know, as you see the banner, leadership through music. Don't get me wrong, I am very sad, and I don't even know, Migos, Takeoff, and them. I don't really listen to their music. I believe their last album, I can't remember the name of it, the third joint, because I know it's like a series. Because I think they just dropped, or they about to drop. I really don't remember. I was very intrigued of listening to, just because it seems like they were really stepping out and trying to do a lot of different things. But I'm not a heavy listener, right? Like, I know some of the singles. I give all respect to anyone that's living the dream. You get paid heavily off of your music. You changing culture. You impacting culture. In a lot of ways, that's good. Especially for their generation. So, all respect due. One of the biggest hip hop groups out there, right? However, it was very hard to not think like, bruh, what, why? So shout out to my homie Jessica and Klein. We were engaged about it. She works at his label, and we just spoke some real truths about when you're moving up to this level, people know you in bigger circles, you have more money, all these different things. You have to move differently. I believe everyone knows this saying: in order to get what you've never had, you have to do what you've never done. And I want to add to that. In order to keep it, you got to do things differently. Meaning you cannot hang with the same people that you used to hang with. You can't do it. You can't be in the same circles that you used to be in. It just doesn't work. And when you're talking about people who come from the projects, people from the hood, poor environments, whatever you want to call it. And I don't mean that to be insensitive. I just know it's different names for different people. But I think we all know, if you know hip hop, many of us come from the hood, the projects, from nothing, poverty, etc. I don't get why we put ourselves in the situation that in a worst case scenario, the outcome is death. It's just really baffling. And what I mean by that is 2:30 in the morning at the bowling alley, if I'm not mistaken, in Atlanta. Like, what? I don't say what now? There's just certain things that we can't put ourselves in the middle of. I know someone, maybe I read online, they were talking about why didn't he have security? Or was security there? That type of thing. I understand more and more in these particular situations why celebrities have security. And if you're from that life, about that life, like so many others before him, and again, I don't know the history, so please, I'm not here to debate. If I'm incorrect, I do apologize. But I understand why people remove themselves. Or, like T.I. Like, how many times is T.I. jacked up? Because he like having guns. And it's like, look, if you're not going to do it legitimate, then you shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you instantly from a leadership perspective, from a perspective of being an artist. If you're an artist, you're a business, right? Regardless of your level. But especially if you are already getting paid in any type of way, it doesn't matter how much, you are a business. You cannot put yourself in the middle of situations where you know it can definitely jeopardize your life, the people you love and care about, in our case, our fans, our community, and everything that goes along with it, everything that you're attached to. It's just really heartbreaking to know that time and time and again, especially our hip hop artists, are putting themselves in jeopardy because they're not making the right decisions. And so I see this as a teachable moment in knowing how to make the best decisions, setting your boundaries, which again is another topic we will definitely talk about. How do you move? How do you handle this new life? It's much like athletes. You know, you come from nothing majority of the time. And in a lot of ways, let's be real, even if you are coming from something decent, it's likely your parents, right? So if you're an athlete, artist, whomever, and you go from making, let's be real, 25, 30, 45, even 50, $60,000 a year to $1 million plus, come on, man, it's different. It's just different. And in every aspect, you have to prepare yourself for that. And I believe there's so much you can prepare for, which is why you have to have people around you that's grounded. That's why you have to have the right people around you. One thing I did hear, I don't know how true it is, it's one of my peoples I'm connected to, and it appears that he knows someone that was either there or somehow he has detailed the situation. And I guess he was texting my guy that I'm connected with, and he kind of explained what happened. And basically, and I haven't read anything new today, so I don't know how this checks out at this moment, but this was yesterday, that it was actually one of Takeoff's people who opened fire. And apparently about some discrepancy about basketball. And that was what was showed in the video. Come on, there ain't no way that I'm rocking with people in my circle that's doing that type of thing, or can't check themselves, or whatever the case is. Like, you have to be mindful of who you rock with personally and professionally. That's from your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your dog, whomever it is, your child. Like, and obviously, I mean that when they're of age. But we're in this generation now, everybody understands, protect your peace at all costs, protect your business, protect your brand. Your brand is just another word for your person, for you. Something you should always do. And I believe even at the level that you are, even if you don't have thousands or millions in the bank, people all over the world know who you are. I don't care. If this is the life you want, and I do believe this seeps over into any entrepreneur, lifestyle, profession, you must be aware who you hang around and who hangs around you. Yes, accidents happen, but I feel in a lot of situations we're careless. We're not thinking of these things. Oftentimes it appears we are we made it and we could do whatever. And the more you do whatever and the more success comes, you feel you can do more of whatever. And I just think that's not the best way to go. And it just hurts, man, to see a young brother at 28, I'm about 11 years older than him, and the success, the impact, that this group has taken or has done is amazing. And I know, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, there has been talks about them, dismantling and not being a group anymore. And it's just sad, man. And to think that it didn't have to be like this is wild. And so here comes another teachable moment, especially in hip hop. Unfortunately, a lot of people have fallen in our game, our industry, over some stupid stuff. I mean, going back to when I was growing up, Biggie and Pop, like, I still miss Big. Dude was a beast. Pac was a beast. And over what, really, though? You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of controversy and, stuff is still even coming out about their stories, but you get the point, right? I don't believe there's any reason to really take someone's life unless you're being attacked, on site, right? Otherwise, these conversations, stepping on your kicks, talking about your family, I mean, come on, man. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And it's sad, but I also see it. This is an opportunity for people that are working to get to a place like that. Granted, there's no guarantee, but you have to believe the music that you're putting out, the stuff that you're working on, even this live. I believe maybe there's 7 people watching. Who knows? That this could go viral, that people could hear what I'm saying and really connect with it. That my song, the next song that I write, matter of fact, this record right here, I think could be big, especially in the sync world. Yo, it could change my life. You have to constantly believe that. Is there a guarantee? No. But you make sure that you work your butt off to give it a chance. And you could be the one to pick up the mantle. But this is why I really do what I do and found purpose in what I do, because I want to be here to last. So I'm trying to make decisions that allow me to be not only effective and impactful, but to be here until I, hopefully, to a degree, want to leave, want to step away. I'm not hanging out at odd hours in the night. I'm not going to do certain things and be in certain place. I just can't, and I think, that might be one of the challenges of as you excel and move forward and become a role model, whether you want to or not. I honestly believe being a creative and to a degree being an entrepreneur, I guess, to be honest, I think it's the same. Entrepreneur, regardless of what industry, there is a responsibility. I keep telling people, you have to remember that you represent your mom, your dad, the partnerships that are paying you to sell their product. However you want to look at it, you are connected. In English class back in the day when you had to do the web synopsis and you had the topic here, and then you got to look at it just like that. You're here in the middle and you're connected to all of this. So everything you do is being looked at, is being dissected. And of course, I think the biggest part we might forget often is everything is on your phone. Everybody's recording everything. As soon as somebody hears someone get loud, they're recording it, it's posted, their account go viral. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to start really thinking about every aspect of what you do can hurt you. Even think about, Kevin Hart comes to mind on this, with the Oscars, but something you did 10 years ago that was recorded, you blow up now, right? But people fishing find this clip of you going off at somebody in college or wherever, it's a problem. You know what I mean? They want you to apologize again. Like, it's unfortunate. Let's be real. Our world is really, really damaged. And so you have to think differently, whether you want to or not. I honestly equate it to, and I say this with all due respect, truth is truth, however. Dealing with my ex-wife and the drama, I had to start thinking in ways that I didn't want to think in, because that just wasn't me. That was like, why? No, I can't think like that. I don't, especially in the early stages of it's not registering of what's happening and why it's happening, and you didn't have a direct hand in like, oh, well, I did this or I said this, and you know what I mean? I think very much like a lot of these situations, when you become a celebrity, it's not guaranteed. It's not something that you can just, oh, I'm gonna be a celebrity. And so I know it's what's that word? A culture shock. And very much, when you get divorced and there's drama tied to it, and if there's kids, it's another. It's like you don't want to believe it. You don't think this could happen. And I know early on for me, I'm like, am I in a Tyler Perry movie? Like, I didn't know I got a part. You know what I mean? And so I just really encourage you, my creative, my artist, man, woman, you start thinking about these things. If you're not in the right place to record, you feeling like maybe you are having too many people in the studio, whatever it is, man, disconnect yourself. Let the people know how you feel. Boundaries is hopefully what we'll probably talk about it next week. Friday, we're hopefully talking with Damian Lewis for the Artis to Artis podcast. We were supposed to meet last week, but due to my being sick, I had to cancel. But it is another aspect of boundaries. You have to set your boundaries with everyone in your circle. Stop looking at the titles and look at the people for who they are. If they're conducive to what you're doing, rock with it. If not, let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. All right, so that's my preaching for the day. The teachable moment. Again, leadership through music is what I'm all about. I'm being very practical, open, honest. This is what I do, man. I've been living this for a long time, and I'm really just want to be intentional on using these moments that I see that makes me, okay, yeah, I saw that happen. Okay, I can't do that. Don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So please adhere to it, replay it, share it. Really, really do appreciate it. Before we get into other work, I'm gonna give you a little break on this record. Actually, I'm not, because I like it. I gotta get in the vibe, right? This is real life. Y'all coming into my world. But a lot of things going on. Again, this Friday, November 4th, we are live on the Artis to Artis podcast with Damian Lewis, the Gold Certified Streaming Artist. His latest project, his Vibes EP. I was fortunate enough to be the A&R in the project, which means just really helping him get things together, help with strategizing. It's released with the label Estabrook Road Records. I also engineered the project, except for one song, track 1, Gravity, which is one of my favorites. And the numbers are doing well. So thank you. I think we're over 100K now. Shout out to all the producers, but folks that I know directly, my guys Sertron the Great and Kristen Merritt, for jumping on Still with me. I think it's a dope project. Check it out on all your favorite platforms, but he'll be with us on Friday live at 12 noon Eastern. We're just gonna chop it up. I'm trying to get back into my interview mindset, the Artist to Artist podcast. So we're gonna do it right here on Volume, man. And then I'll share it on other platforms and my website so y'all can tune in. What else we got going on? I literally just forgot I had like 2-3 things I wanted to say. Nonetheless, leadership through music, you see it right there on the banner. If you work at a school or you're an event planner, please hit me up. I am pivoting with merging performance and speaking into one with the goal of teaching leadership through music. Imagine a TED Talk with a performance. I'm loving it. So, yeah, hit me up. Go to JastinArtis.com/book now. You can learn more about it. Get some clips that I recently did from my school, Full Sail University. And I have another one coming up at Southern University. What is it? Southern University A&M. I can't remember how the phrasing is, but it's on the website. So I'm excited about that. New music. I'm trying to drop this album for y'all, man. I'm trying to decide if I can get a single out before the year. It's already November. I might just wait till next year. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I think those are a lot of things that's going on. So let's get into this work. You know what I mean? Let's get into this work. So basically, how can I say this? I made a pivot with my business, my artist development company, and I created an A&R subscription-based service called A&R in Your Pocket. The goal is to make you, the artist, realize that you don't need a big label to have A&R support. And an A&R is someone who does a lot of different things. It can be just the creative side, it can just be the admin side of getting your project together, or it can be both. I do a bit of both, right? But my favorite and where I thrive is definitely on the creative aspect. I wanted to create a model that, one, had value but supported the everyday artist. You know, doesn't matter what level you're on, but if you're taking it seriously, again, if you're an artist, you are a business, you need support. But you don't need to be at a label in order to get that support. So I created A&R in Your Pocket. There's different packages for you to choose to kind of help where you are, budget friendly, payment plans, covers everything from monthly sessions that we have. Each package gives you a certain amount of hours per month, music review, strategy sessions on every aspect of your release plan, obviously covering your release plan, providing music production, engineering, performance coaching, sync opportunity and support. I mean, I'm covering everything that I have done, not only for myself, for my guy Damian Lewis, and a few other artists over the years. But now I'm really redirecting it to the subscription-based plan and model, A&R in Your Pocket. So I am working on a promo video, a new promo video. I came up with this idea, I think, around February of this year, and it's been a slow roll, so I ain't even gonna front. And so I will hopefully be able to show you the video, and we're gonna work on the script. We're gonna write the script. I have my teleprompter here, and I'll record it right in front of you, hopefully, and we're gonna piece it together. So that's what we're working on. So please, if you're an artist and you need support, hit me up. Again, JastinArtis.com. Excuse me. Click the button for A&R in the Pocket, and you can learn more about it. All right, so let's see. My wifey's in the building. What up? Yo, she's got a birthday tomorrow. Say, babe, I love you. And again, shout out to Jason, Jameis. I love you both, Jameis. Rest in heaven. And shout out to everyone that has lost someone. I know it is not easy. And the parents, much love to y'all as well. Okay. So in our pocket, promo video 1. So I did this video on my phone, shot it yesterday. I used stand that is actually, this phone is actually on now. Chopped it up on the can't even think of the app, UCut app. And now I'm bringing it into Logic so I can actually see. I'll write the script, then I'll do the voiceover. That's my plan anyway. That's my plan. So we shall see. Open, extract audio. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Use the movie frame rate doesn't match the project frame rate. The movie has a frame rate of 30. The project is currently at 25. Yes. Use 30. I've not done this often in here, but it's gonna be dope. All right. So check. My audio and stuff looks pretty good. I don't really need to see myself. All right, so we need to move this up. Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, is that what it's doing? I'm confused. Oh, this is interesting. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna let y'all see here in a second. Okay. All right, let's see. I know you guys can't see anything. There we go. I had to find the right window so y'all could see. All right. All right, so yeah, I know y'all can barely see that, right? Hey. So legit, this is the promo video. I'm gonna do a voiceover. But I wanted to professionally do it. I didn't want to do it through the app. So this is the first time I've done this like this. So my idea is to just be able to look at the video, write, and then constantly just kind of go over it. So yeah, this is what y'all gonna see me hopefully get done. How I do this? Well, how did I make it big before, y'all? I don't know how I did that. Wanted to give y'all a bigger version. Remove movie, open movie. Nope, that's not what we want to do. Show in Finder, connect. All right. This means I got to do this more often. It's funny because I literally just did this. Don't want to remove, don't want to export. All right, we're just going to keep it moving. Okay, let me open up my teleprompter. And you know, the other thing here is I'm not really sure what voice I want to use on this. Hey. Oh, y'all can see that too. Great. I wasn't sure if y'all gonna be able to see that. Since the beginning of time, Artis. Okay. Maybe I'll go with that. Since the beginning of time, Artis. Since the beginning of time, Artis. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported to be impactful. I don't know. Now notice, I'm writing off the cuff. Everything is always about editing. Always. So I'm trying not to think too much. I'm trying not to think about what y'all think of it, what y'all think I should write. So again, tip, whenever you're creating, just do what you do and then come back and tweak, right? All right, so since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported to be impactful by an artist repertoire. I hate spelling this word. Did I spell it? Almost. I always hate spelling this word, y'all. I do. Eight. Oh, I spelled it. ERTOIRE. So another cool thing that I often do, especially when writing, I'll look up definitions and figure out sometimes what I want to write from that, or I'll just use it. And so just reading it as I Googled it, the Wikipedia definition, I'm like, maybe I should start with that. So my inspiration was the records on the wall, right? Which is why I started with, since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported to be impactful by an artist repertoire or an A&R. I think I might still keep that. Just switch it up a little bit. So since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic I want to say artistic expression and development. Okay. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by an artist and repertoire division or an A&R. The artist and repertoire division, department, we'll say division, or an A&R. Hey, I'm liking this, y'all. Let me move this over here so y'all can see and I can read and all of that. All right, hold on. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been, I don't think I want to use that voice. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division or an A&R. Or an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete. Is obsolete. My spelling, y'all, is way off today. Oh, I'm spelling it with the wrong. But in 2022, and note, I cannot see anyone right now if you're in the chat. Okay, cool. But we're doing business stuff right now. Creating a video that I will then post on all my social media and hopefully get some people to get more clients. That's the goal of the video, and bringing awareness to A&R in Your Pocket. So, but in 2022, this division is near obsolete. In 2022, this division is near obsolete at any label. It's near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But okay. This is fun, y'all. Challenging fun. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label or an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why? All right. So now I think the hardest part for me on this is gonna be my voice. Like, what voice do I want to use? And the type of energy. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R? But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes. This is let's say independent Did I not spell it right? Subscription-based service. Bow. Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. Hey. Oh, I see where I messed up. I'm like, what? Shit base. All right, let's run it back. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire division of a record label or an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. All right, so I was trying to get to the end here so I can see how much time is left. Because the goal is, you have this introduction, the idea that I think people are thinking of when they think of A&R, it's like they need a label, right? Right. They need a label. It's like, no, you don't. This is an independent joint. We're here to help, right? So that's kind of the model that I'm going in here. And again, this might change. We'll see. I'm gonna be making more videos, right? So I'm eager to see how this really works. I'll let y'all see my face while I'm reading this. I'll just let it loop back. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire division of a record label, or what we call an A&R. What's crazy is my chest issue. I can hear it at a certain point just in the first paragraph. Since the beginning of time, artists for years. So I gotta, just like when I rap, do poetry, I always gotta figure out where I'm taking the breaths, right? So since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artist expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why? Think you need a label, so that part, right? But why? But I gotta keep it going. But why? Think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is an independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. All right, so I'm at my 1 o'clock time, but I'm gonna let y'all see me record it and I'm gonna get out of here. I'll probably continue this. All right, so y'all can see my joint, how it works. Since the beginning of time. So the hard part is like doing this at the beginning. I mean, doing this myself, right? Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, okay, I like that. I'm gonna do that when that comes. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why? Think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. Not bad, right? Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why? Think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. Oh, I'm killing this. I like how I did that. All right, so I'm gonna bring y'all back into my world over here. I don't know what's going on here. This is weird. Okay, there we go. I need to update my templates. So I'm using Slate Digital, which I am loving, by the way. Looking for my tape machine. Vocals. I haven't been in the studio so long. I'm like, what's my chain? I don't even. It's weird. I think I do the console first. Yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoying this. It's always fun to let y'all in my world. Yeah, I haven't done this in so long, y'all. I'm just trying to find which joint I want to use. And I kind of forgot which one it was. Okay. I gotta come back here. And then I'm not sure what strip I want to use for this. Let's try this one. All right, so I usually have my mic volume around 1 o'clock. Hopefully you guys can still hear me pretty well. Let's see what it sounds like. Test. All right, so we got a little, what's the word? Air. That's what I'm trying to get out. So I forgot I use Clarity VX from Waves. This joint is immaculate. So did y'all heard, right, what it sound like? Test. One, two. Hear how that kills all that noise? It's insane. Actually, I'm gonna do it without it and then turn it on and see what it does. All right, so here we go. We are ready to go. I'm gonna see if I can do this in one take. So here we go. So what is it? Since the beginning of time. All right, so I get the count in. I just want to make sure I had that right. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. All right, so let's go back. Actually, let's save it and let's play it. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the I forgot y'all to show you the video. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. That was not bad at all. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all hear the difference though. So the clarity. Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the Artist and Repertoire Division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R. But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs. Now, of course, I'll show you, part of engineering is getting rid of these breath sounds. I actually might keep this take. I don't know. Since the beginning of time, artists
Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after,
Somebody want to
trained,
slow
and
that down.
supported for the artistic expression and development by the artist and repertoire division of a record label, or what the industry calls an A&R.
So I'll cut that. I did hear that earlier.
But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket?
We'll cut that there.
Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs.
Right? And so
by the artist and repertoire division of a record label, or what the industry.
So that breath, we don't need that.
Record label.
That's just me taking my breath because of my breath chest issues.
A record label, or what the record label, or what.
So the key thing is finding where that breath really is.
A record label. Label.
I can't tell. This one's a hard one.
Label.
Okay.
Record label, or what the industry calls an A&R.
Now I could slide that up. So again, very, very I can't think of the word.
Vision of a record label, or what the industry calls.
I don't think I will.
Vision of a record label, or what the industry calls. Vision of a record label, or what the industry calls.
Oh, maybe the label is what I'm cutting off, and it's this that I need to move. So sometimes, you don't get it right all the time.
A record label, or what the industry.
So I can still move that up. So yeah, that breath was there.
Record label, or what the industry calls an of a record label, or what the industry calls an A.
And I want to move that up still.
Of a record label,
or what the industry calls
an A&R.
See? Boom. Let's play it back. And I'll see y'all on this Friday at noon, Lord willing, with Damian Lewis.
Since the beginning of time, artists for years have been sought after, trained, and supported for the artistic expression and development by the artist and repertoire division of a record label, or what the industry calls
an A&R.
But in 2022, this division is near obsolete or operates differently at a label. But why think you need a label to have an A&R when there's A&R in your pocket? Yes, this is the independent A&R subscription-based service that every artist needs.
Go ahead and check out A&R in Your Pocket at JastinArtist.com. Peace and love to y'all. I appreciate you. Until again, Friday, noon Eastern, Damian Lewis. I'm out.